morning. Good morning from Melbourne, Australia. Good evening to friends in North America. And hello to anyone watching on replay. I am Nancy Hetker, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Melbourne, Australia. And I have had technical difficulties several times around this morning, but I finally figured out what was going on, and we have sound. So I hope my friends will come back and join me if they see that I have actually gone live. But everyone can watch on replay if they don't find me live this time around. Anyhow, let's get on with things. First thing is a little bit of housekeeping. We are coming to the end of this September to December 2023 mini catalog on my Stampin' Up! Store, which you can get to through nancysniftynotes.com and click on the shop menu. There are all kinds of last chance products available. Great for stocking up to make your Christmas cards and other fun projects throughout the coming year. But that also means that we are coming up to the new January to April mini catalog and the January-February celebration. If you need copies of these catalogs and you're in Australia and you're not actively working with another demonstrator, I would love to get these out to you. Just drop me a line, nancy@nancysniftynotes.com. And the best thing about Celebration is that for every $90 Australian you spend, you get to choose a free item out of this brochure. There's a couple of them that are $180, so 2 times 90, but most of them are $90. Some of them coordinate with products that are in the mini catalog, which is really cool because if you buy a bundle in the mini catalog, you can usually get the coordinating product from the Celebration catalog for free. The other really exciting thing that's happening during Celebration this year is if you join as a demonstrator, which means that you get a 20% discount on all of your orders, you have the option of selecting this glass crafting mat as a bonus. It is a fabulous product. As a demonstrator, I have been able to order it ahead of time. The demonstrator pre-orders have sold out in Australia and the US. I don't know about the European market, but this is a really great thing. The glass cleans really easily. It's a nice, hard, smooth, slick surface. It's going to be great for doing all kinds of projects. And it also comes with this silicone mat that well, first of all, once it's down, it stays put, which is nice. It's going to be nice for putting your stamp pads on. These hold our little Stampin' Spot pads, so if you wanted to put some of those in there, if you wanted to put different re-inkers in there and then blend with a blending brush or a blender pen or a water painter, all kinds of great things that we're going to be able to do with this. I think it's going to be very, very useful. And then it also has a chamois to help clean everything. So again, join as a demonstrator in January or February, and you can get this wonderful set of tools. If you don't want this for some particular reason, maybe you have something similar already, you can get extra product of your choice added to your kit instead of this. So anyhow, let's move on to our project for the day. I had told everybody that I was giving up on trying to get this to work, and then all of a sudden I had to brainstorm about what was actually going on. So let's see if I can get that a little straighter. So I decided to hop on because I have everything ready to make this card for you today. So this is a fun fold card that was taught to the Kylie's Crazy Crafters team, back in early 2021. And it's a fun card. It uses almost half a sheet of designer series paper, which, you know, I'm getting to the end of Christmas cards and I still have a bunch to use up. And I don't know if you watched last week when I used the negative space, but I stamped the Christmas tree first before cutting it out. Today I'm going to use the 2 Christmas trees that I stamped from last week. So this one is using the Shining Christmas, I believe, designer series paper, and it's got a foil side and a matte side. One thing to note with this, and you'll see when I go to cut off, is that sometimes which one is on the inside or the outside can be determined by the orientation of the patterns, and that'll become clearer in just a minute. So let's get started actually making this card. Put that one aside. So I'm going to bring in some stuff that I have already prepared. I have cut my piece of designer series paper, and this is from the Joy of Christmas designer series paper pack. And now I'm going to score it 4 times, and I'm going to open this up and five, 10. I have to look and see if I have the inches measurements for this. I know, obviously, I'm doing it here in centimeters. If I don't, well, guess what? American friends, centimeters are easy. Really, they are. They are on your trimmer, and they just work in tens. It really is easy. Okay, so 5, 10, 20, 25, and I'm just going to fold that lightly to make them a little easier to see, because we are about to do another bit here. And I think it's going to be easier to see on this side. So I'm coming in here to 5 centimeters again, lining that up. I'm going to bring in my pencil, and I'm just going to make a tick mark a little pencil mark at 5 centimeters on each end. And now we're going to line it up. And so we're going to line up with the inside score line and that pencil mark. And cut off that triangle. And again, there's the pencil mark at 5 centimeters and that 1, 2, the innermost of those score lines, and cut that off. So here's where we decide which way we want the folds to go. So this that we cut off, we're going to flip over, and we either go this way, and this is where you see the orientation making a difference. This paper, it doesn't matter which orientation on either side, but on this one, if I had folded the other way and put the ornaments on, they would have been upside down, which might not have been a big deal, but I did it this way so that I could use this diamond pattern, that it didn't matter which orientation it was. So let's turn it this way and see if we like this better. See, so it's going to be with that. Now, In a lot of ways, I do like that better, but I also want to bring in, I'm going to be putting that on there. So it might be better the other way. And it just helps to take a minute to plan a couple steps ahead to figure it out. And I do think I'm going to wind up liking that better. I think so. So the other decision is which card base. I'm going to put that layer in there too. And I've got nobody to ask online because I told them I was giving up. And I think I'm going to go with the red. I'm going to grab one more thing to try. This one's technically too small, but I'm going to see if I like it. Nope, I'm going to go with the red. So now it's just a matter of assembling. So let me show you how this works. These pieces go on. Like so. Here we go. 1 and 2. And now this one's going to go in the middle. And now we're going to, if you have trouble visualizing, then there we go. Go. And there's one more detail I want to add on to this, and that is I don't think it's tinsel. I'm going to call them lights. And I've got some red foil, which is it is actually retired, but that's why we keep a stash, right? and the die from various trees that cuts all of these. And I've got adhesive sheet on the back there, so this is going to make it really quick and easy to do. Go. These are all cut to fit onto each layer. Nice and easy. Like so. There we go. And I'm going to bring in 'Tis the Season, and that is out of the Brightest Glow stamp set. And my Real Red ink. There we go. So that's going to go on there. And then we're going to add a couple of dimensionals to the back of this. And pop that on like that. And there is the card. So again, you can see it uses a nice amount of designer series paper. It stands up nicely. You can use this fold with any designer series paper and any, where it's got two sides that look good together. There have been some that don't look good together. But for any occasion, it doesn't have to be holiday. In fact, the one that I did it for a class back in February of 2021, and I used this celebration paper. So it could be for any use. So there you go. That's my card for today. I am probably going to take off the next couple of weeks. We're going into holiday mode. We're not really planning to travel anywhere, but I think we're just going to take some family time and some relaxed time and refresh over the holidays. And I will be back probably the first Wednesday in January, although I may go another week. So I will talk to you later. Have a fantastic holiday or festive season, as we say here in Australia, and I will see you in the new year. Thanks for watching me. Bye-bye.